This morning for you on Daybreak, churches and nonprofits team up to help struggling families.
And Camdenton School District is facing multiple lawsuits from parents. We'll have a closer look at the court documents.
Also, a Labor Day boat parade is planned for this weekend. We'll take a look at what organizers have ready for it. It's all ahead from Table Rock Lake and more this morning on Daybreak.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Today is September 2nd. I'm Jennifer Abreu.
And I'm Joe Moreno. A lot to get to for this next hour for you, of course, on this Wednesday. Meteorologist Elisa Raffa also with us today. We're talking about a busier week than she's had because we had such a calm August, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. It was sunny and nice every day, but we've had rain, some thunderstorm watches, and flooding as well, right, Elisa?
Yeah, actually, August wound up being the 14th driest on record.
Wow.
14th driest. So
for
yeah,
August or for just ever? For a month?
For August,
Yeah.
like the 14th driest August on record.
Gotcha,
So all the Augusts since the 1800s, it was number 14.
So the rain we've had, much needed then.
Oh, absolutely. We need it. But it's really been focusing to the south and almost too much, where we've got some flash flood watches in effect near and south of the state line. In northern Arkansas, you're finding that flash flood watch going until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, where the rain will focus today. You've got some clouds in Springfield this morning. It's 68 degrees with some north winds that are pretty light. Areas of fog this morning have been focused to the south near lakes and valleys, so just keep that in mind. You've got a few light showers possible near Branson. Most of us are dry in Missouri, but you've got some of the more locally heavy rain focused in Arkansas from Mountain Home to Marshall and Mountain View, where you've got some of those reds and oranges with some lightning. So that's where you've got the threat of some flooding, because this is the same exact area that got that decent rainfall yesterday. It's 68 degrees in Springfield and 68 degrees in Monette. You could find some wet roads out there today, especially this morning, and then we'll keep that shower chance through the afternoon. So for recess, it might be a little bit soggy again out there today. You'll find some clouds. It stays pretty cool with those temperatures in the upper 70s and lower 80s. So if you are headed into school today, grab the umbrella. You keep some clouds out there today as well. We will work on drying out Friday into the holiday weekend. A look at your Labor Day forecast coming up in 10 minutes.
New for you this morning, a group of church congregations and other nonprofits are working to help keep more food on the table for families. Nigel McDonald met with some of those in front of this effort. Joins us now to bring us their story. Nigel.
Yeah, Joe, well, good morning. Those food giveaways all begin here at Grand Oak Mission Center. Now, that's where church congregations and different members will come by and pick up food pallets to pass out at those giveaways, like the people at Glenstone Baptist Church.
Today will be Glenstone Baptist Church's 5th food giveaway.
It's in partnership with the USDA and Missouri Baptist Disaster Relief.
Goel serves as a deacon and says the group recently joined local efforts to help give back.
So we can connect with our community and, that area around Glenstone.
The church served 80 families during its first event.
Once word gets out that, they're doing a food giveaway, a lot of people show up.
And has actually doubled its reach.
Just within a couple hours, it's all distributed.
He says the food is free, no questions asked.
There was a lady that I think it was our first distribution. She was driving down Glenstone trying to figure out where she's going to get some groceries for her family. And she just so happened to see our sign and people pulling in the church parking lot. So she was able to come in and we, got her a box of groceries and, blessed her and her family.
Grand Oak Mission Center serves as a distribution point.
Some of the locations, took as little as 6 minutes to completely unload several pallets of food, and it was gone, and there were more people that were asking for it.
Jackson says it's exciting to see a need being met.
There are always those that are falling, through the cracks that need help and assistance, and this is just another way of trying to help do that.
16 groups, including Glenstone Baptist, participate in the food giveaways.
Well, Glenstone Baptist Church's food giveaway will take place later this morning at 11 a.m. in the church's parking lot. Reporting live in Springfield, Nigel McDonald, Ozarks First.
Two parents are suing the Camdenton R3 school district for alleged sexual misconduct by a former school janitor. That former school janitor is 32-year-old Jesse DeVore. DeVore recently began working as an evening custodian at Oak Ridge Elementary after previously working at the middle school. According to a probable cause statement, one of the alleged instances happened on March 12th of 2019 when a student at Oak Ridge Elementary went to the bathroom and saw Jesse DeVore, quote, messing with himself in one of the bathroom stalls. Court records say DeVore denied that happened, but investigators watched security footage that showed the entrance of the bathroom and saw DeVore enter shortly before a student entered the bathroom. The student left a couple of minutes after entering and was, quote, visibly upset and began talking to a teacher nearby. John Doe 1 and his mother, Jane Doe, are listed as the plaintiffs in the first lawsuit against the school district, which was filed last Thursday, August 27th. And in the most recently filed lawsuit, John Doe 2 and his father, Joe Doe, are listed as the plaintiffs. According to court records, DeVore is facing 4 counts of sexual misconduct involving a child under 15. The probable cause statement says DeVore was a suspect in similar cases. One was in October of 2013, and DeVore admitted to exposing himself to a child in a Walmart bathroom. And another was in October of 2015 when he had exposed himself to a child outside his residence.
State leaders will soon learn about the public's interaction with law enforcement. That's coming from the Missouri Peace Officers Standards and Training Commission. They'll have the results of a survey today from nearly 1,700 Missourians who responded about police and sheriff deputy interactions over the past year. The Post Commission will review the input and use it to guide training protocols and discipline procedures. You can still submit feedback by email at mosema@sema.dps.mo.gov. There are 2 listening sessions if you'd like to hear the feedback. We've got the information on our website.
Around the Ozarks on Table Rock Lake this Saturday, hundreds of boats will be participating in a parade as a show of support for the president. The organizers plan to begin the parade at noon, and because of the high interest, they had to split the parade into 2 different paths. One group will be meeting at the Kimberling City Bridge, where they plan to sing the national anthem before the parade officially begins. They will then head to the Table Rock Dam. And the second group will be meeting at the Shellnaw Bridge before beginning their route to the Eagle Rock Bridge. The group's organizers will also be selling shirts prior to the parade to raise money for the Kimberling City Elks Lodge that recently burned down. Missouri State Trooper Sam Carpenter has some details on the safety precautions for those who plan on joining the parade this weekend.
Table Rock's not a very big lake. That's a lot of boats. So it would be something fun to see. Obviously, you need to make sure your boat is in good shape, that you have all the life vests that you need, you have your throwable that's mandated. And, you know, because that many boats can create a lot of wakes. So most people aren't used to driving, especially on Table Rock, driving around that many boats. So just be cautious, take your time, don't get in a hurry, and make sure your vessel's in good working order.
Organizers say they will be announcing their grand marshal for the parade later on today, and they didn't say exactly who that would be, but they did tell us it's a congressman who is good friends with President Trump.
The Missouri State Highway Patrol will be watching that parade on Table Rock, but it'll be a busy weekend in general with holiday celebrations around the state. Trooper Sam Carpenter says it's not uncommon for there to be a spike in accidents during holiday weekends like this.
Everybody wants to travel and go see family or go to the lakes, do something fun, so we end up with a lot more vehicles on the roadway than we normally see. And it's also, you know, a time for celebrating for a lot of people, so occasionally, sometimes alcohol does get involved. So that has a tendency, the increased volume in traffic and the increased use in alcohol has a tendency to increase our traffic crashes.
And we're starting out with some heavy rain to the south in northern Arkansas this morning, where flash flood warnings have just been issued. The latest look at radar, some storm chances for today, and a look at your holiday weekend forecast. All that coming up next.
From Caller 10 Ozarks First, Jennifer Abreu, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa. This is Caller 10 News Daybreak.